So today I'm sharing a video that was originally on Wow Embossing's channel, and I'm just making some random backgrounds and using some pretty powders. Hey crafty people, it's Tasha, welcome back to my channel. If you like the video then please do give me a thumbs up, and if you aren't already subscribed then I would love it if you'd please consider it. So I was feeling a little bit, I don't know, not quite with it. Didn't know what I wanted to make, but I had some beautiful new weird dyes that I wanted to use, so I decided to just make some random backgrounds. So I grabbed out some Catherine Pooler inks. These I've got Tranquil, Cove Blue and Juniper Mist, and I'm just painting some stripes. Literally that's all I'm doing. When I'm feeling a little bit don't really know, I just like to take things back to basics, and just grab whatever I feel like grabbing and just do something random, and if I don't like how it turns out, hey, it's just paper. So I'm just doing random stripes, not attempting to keep them straight, not attempting to keep them equidistant, nothing like that, just doing it. And I grabbed some sort of green and tealy inks to create another background. This one I was part inspired by something that I'd done before and part inspired by a recent reel that Martina shared. So I'm putting a stripe of that Seafoam, that's it, couldn't think what colour was, Seafoam, and then I'm just adding sort of like tapping my brush just to give it a little bit of texture, just completely random. So once I've got a couple of stripes of the Seafoam, I then used can't remember, I think, is it Tranquility? I think I will have them linked below, I do apologise, but it's one of the new ones from the beach retreat. So I added a stripe of that goes across one of the other ones, and then I just added some dabs of that into that upper thing, and yeah, just completely playing. So now I grabbed out Bay Breeze, and this is the darkest, and I'm going to add some of that, and my plan was basically, didn't really have a plan, that was my plan. So I'm just literally adding some ink in different places, some water, using that wide brush to get the shapes that I want. So once they were dry, I grabbed out some gel pens, and I just did some doodling on them. So on this blue stripey one, I just added 3 gold lines into every stripe. Again, not trying to keep them straight, not trying to keep them equidistant or in the same place on all the stripes, nothing like that. I am just literally putting the pen on the paper and taking it right across. These gel pens, they're from Pear Blossom Press, and I love them. They're amazing. I mean, this is watercolour paper, and there was no skipping at all, so that's awesome. So now I've grabbed the silver one, and I'm just adding some random doodles to this one. So I decided to go with this sort of stripes that I'd put in the top there. Here I just started drawing boxes around some of it, adding different, some horizontal, some vertical, and just, yeah, not thinking about it, just trying to just do something without too much thought, mindfully. That's how I was creating mindfully. Oh, and I'm using Tim Holtz Distress watercolour cardstock here, and I used the textured side. So now let's get on to the embossing. So I've got a sheet of Neenah, £80. This is just an A2 panel, but it doesn't matter what size because I'm going to cut it down, and I just covered it in my Wow ultra slow drying embossing ink, and then I'm going to emboss the whole panel in my Grey Sky at Night powder, which is from the Moonlight Trio, which is the one that I designed, and it was here that I realised I really needed to re-ink my ink pad, because I didn't really get full coverage, so I re-inked it. I also did a full panel of Midnight, which is also from my Moonlight Trio. This is my favourite, it's just beautiful, and I did do that one twice so that I'd got really, really good coverage. So the new dies that I'd got are these. They are from Sunshine in Your Pocket, and I had seen Martina using them lots, and just had to get them, so they're awesome. And I'm just showing you here, you get a shadow die, which I cut from vellum, and then the actual letters, you get the inside pieces, but you also get like an outside as well, so like a positive and a negative. So there's quite a few different ways that you can use these, which I think is cool. So I decided to go with the outer line for the embossed one, because I cut these from that Sky at Night, Grey Sky at Night panel, if that wasn't obvious. I'm not sure whether I said that. Eek. So I did. So I've then used some liquid glue to attach it. Here I'm going to add some liquid glue to the back of that die cut, but because the shadow part, it's a shadow part, but that's forming the innards of my letters because of how I've done them, because that I'm having a conversation. Can you tell that I'm having a conversation while I do this? Sorry. I'm just adding small dots of glue and tapping off the excess onto some scrap paper, because I don't want any glue to get behind that vellum. So this is the other die. Again, it's from Sunshine in Your Pocket. I will have them linked, and I cut that from the middle of this Midnight panel. Now, I knew that I wanted to do some die cut inlay, so it's really, really important that you keep hold of all the pieces that come out, the little bits inside the letters, everything. So I put all of that into my little tidy tray here so that I knew I wasn't going to lose any, and I peeled out the letters too. I die cut again from £110 Neenah as well with that die cut. So we're going to go back to the hello card now. I'm skipping about a bit, can you tell? And I decided that I wanted a bit of a border, so I just swiped that ink pad all around the edge of a panel of Neenah, and then I'm just adding some embossing powder to it, and that just gives me what looks like a whole panel that's behind, that perfectly matches the embossing for the letters. So I think that's really cool. I love to do this because I do like to have a border on my cards. I feel like it never feels fully finished to me without a border. I'm not sure. So once that was done, I trimmed down the hello panel and stuck that on the top. So there's that one. The sub-sentiments are from one of the Thank You, I think, and set that Verity made. I'll have it linked. So I added vellum background, some sub-sentiments, some random little sequins. I love how they turned out. I also accidentally put that panel into some blue ink that I had left on my desk because I'm a numpty, but I kept it because I wasn't going to lose it at that point. It was nearly done. And I don't think that it's too noticeable. Well, it's noticeable, but I don't think that it takes too much away because they're already kind of abstract anyway. Let me know what you think. I hope you like them. Let me know in the comments below which one is your favourite, and what you do to help sort of get through the inspiration block. I hope that you have a lovely, happy, safe and wonderful week. Stay crafty. Bye.